Old Grandpa used to say we'll tie the church doors off the hinges. But it looked like as soon as God make a way for it. Soon as God rained something in the camp for it. Y'all pray with me? Look like the church become the last thing on our agenda. Can I get a witness? So, Gomer started missing her ways. I want some of us to do that.
Yes, sir.
God give us a few dollars.
All right, watch out.
We'll remember. I talked about Bobby Blue Land the other night, but we got some newer folks.
All right.
When it comes down to a charge, maybe Beyonce gonna show up Saturday in town. We got to decide whether we're gonna go see her or pay our tax. Can I preach tonight? I know what those tickets cost. I have a first cousin singing R&B. He came down Memphis, Tennessee a couple of years ago. He and I had never met, and he told my uncle he wanted to meet me. So my uncle bought me a ticket. I looked at the price of that ticket. If Uncle hadn't bought it, cousin never met me. That ticket had $65 written on it. Down in Memphis at the Orpheum Theater, and I promise you one thing, the place was packed. Some church offering that Sunday was short. Can I get a witness? You know, a lot of times folks say, well, the first time he came, he wanted to meet me. He was on Beale Street, so I said, I can't go down there. Oh, it ain't gonna hurt you. I said, y'all don't know how the devil is. I'll be the first one caught on camera at Beale Street. There comes some things when we become a child of God. Old folks used to say, places I used to go. I don't go no more. Company I used to keep, I don't keep no more. See, there come a time when we got to make a change. It's not that we're better than anybody, but we ought to be a light. That's what the Bible said we are. A city that sits on a hill cannot be hid. Can I get a witness? Just leading somebody to Beale Street. I need to be trying to carry somebody to the house of God. But here Gomer went back to her ways. Left Hosea with some might and maybe. Children. And I stop by to tell you, there's a lot in the church that's mights and maybes. from the pulpit to the back door. Can I get a witness? She went back to her ways. I could see Hosea here. Maybe she left home and come in late. Women, I want to help y'all out tonight. He'll jump in the bed and pretend he's snoring. But I promise you one thing, be 5 minutes late. He parting them curtains and shades just like you do. As soon as he spot the car, he'll run dab in the bed. Like he's asleep. See, he try to be a little tougher than you. He won't ask where you been, he'll wait on you to tell him. He's gonna fish it out of you sooner or later. See, he already knows what's gonna happen. He come in late. Back before they made microwaves, them wrought iron skillets. Can we get a witness? Amen. Hosea here, he was walking the floor at night. One night turned into 1 week.
Yes, sir.
Can we get a witness? Same way it is in church. Miss a Sunday, it'll turn into 2 Sundays. And when you miss 2 Sundays, it'll turn into 4 Sundays. Y'all want to talk to me? And if you ever miss 4 Sundays, it'll keep doubling. Y'all come on, talk to me. Somebody here has been in that position. Tell you, when you start missing, it gets easy. Same way it is when you start tipping and slipping. It gets easy. The weeks turn into months. And then the months turn into years. Y'all gonna pray with me? Hosea still trying to preach. Still trying to raise his children. Mama kept running in and out. Then Hosea goes to Jezreel. The one that he was pretty sure he thought was healed. He didn't go talk to the other boy and the girl, but he sent Jezreel. It's in the book. Chapter 2. He tells his son Jezreel, go talk to your brother and your sister. Tell them to plead with your mother. It's in the word, isn't it? He said, plead with your mother. And then he turned around and said, plead again. Can I get a witness? He didn't realize that he needed some help. Stop by and tell you, when the pastor is pleading, he's just pleading for some help. Can I get a witness? No, I got to get out of here. But I could see Hosea in my mind. Finally, the children couldn't talk to him. Y'all gonna pray with me? All right. Works out that way in the church. Pastor preaching and few members working and everybody else coming looking good. Y'all gonna talk to me? Well, I can prove it because I heard Jesus said finally, the Bible said that she went off with one of her lovers. She didn't return home. Y'all gonna pray with me? I stopped by tonight to share that many of our churches have turned their back on God. Church represents all of us, preachers, members, and all. Many of our preachers and pastors have turned their back on God. Y'all better pray with me. Man, I tell folks everywhere I go now, if you got a good pastor, you better keep it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We are winding up now with dollar sign preachers. They won't work 2 or 3 jobs and retire like most of you. Come on, talk to them. They'll come in telling you you're supposed to take care of me and my Cadillac. I'm going to get out of here. I hear Hosea still preaching and having trouble at the same time. Can I get a witness? God's people now are going through something. The Bible said that it's got to rain on the just, and well so as the unjust. And I see in many of our churches good folk giving up, letting the devil run God's house. Can I get a witness? But I stop by to tell you, old song the old folk used to sing, God always come out winner at the finishing line. I believe I got a few witnesses. Well, I see Hosea here in my mind preach, raised up his children. And I stopped by on the way out of here tonight to tell you time will bring about a change. Y'all gonna pray with me? I can see Hosea now after preaching for around 40 years.